Okay. Okay, go. Pull it a little more. Ready, set, pull. Hello YouTube, it's Addison, and today I'm back with another video. So today's video is something I thought I would really never be doing on YouTube, just because I personally think that my life is not very interesting. This is the story time of how I got my nose piercing. So if you cannot see from here, I do have a nose piercing. I have a hoop. I used to have a stud, but it is a little bit of a story on to how I did get this nose piercing. So before I start telling you guys this story, I would like to just make a disclaimer to you guys that never follow in my footsteps of what I did because I was so stupid for doing it. So let's start from the beginning, I guess. I have always wanted a nose piercing. I have wanted a nose piercing since I was in like 4th grade, and I would always ask my mom. I would beg and beg my mom to get me a nose piercing because I just thought I would be 10 times cooler with a nose piercing, but I'm really not. Now that I have an actual nose ring, I now realize that I did not need a nose ring in my life as much as I really thought I did, because I thought it was one of the most crucial things. I was like, right when I turned 16, I'm getting a nose piercing. I don't care about what my says. I'm doing it. But it happened a little bit earlier. In 6th grade, I was like, I told my best friend, me and my best friend met in the beginning of 6th grade, and I told her, I was like, let's pierce our noses. And she was like, my mom won't let me get a nose piercing. I was like, let's just do it. Let's like stick a needle through our nose and let's do it. And she wasn't for it. None of my friends were for it. None of my friends wanted to do it, and I was not going to do it alone because I'm a pussy. I didn't want to do it alone because I thought it was gonna hurt too bad if I like did it myself. I would rather have somebody else do it. So none of my friends would do it. None of my friends were up to it. And finally, over the summer, at the end of 7th grade, probably like February, around that time, at the end of 7th grade, my best friend was like, she literally FaceTimed me. It was like, I stuck a safety pin through my nose. Not a safety pin, she stuck a fucking thumbtack through her nose, bitch. She FaceTimed me, she was like, there's a thumbtack in my nose. I was like, what do you mean there's a thumbtack in your nose? She was like, there's a thumbtack in my nose. Like, I just stuck a thumbtack through my nose. I was like, okay. Okay, you have a thumbtack in your nose. That's great. So she was like, I wanted to pierce my nose and I just did it. I was like, I was just gonna do it. And I was like, girl, why would you do it without me? Like, I've been wanting to pierce my nose. Like, why did you do it without me? And she was like, come over tomorrow after school and then we can do it together, and then we'll show up the next day at school with our nose piercings in. We'll be so cool and so hip. So I was like, for sure. So I asked my mom if I could stay the night at her house. I'm really good friends with this person, so my mom trusted me to stay night at her as a school night, and she trusted her parents. Yeah, so I would always do that. So I asked my mom, I was like, can I stay the night at Talia's house? She said yes. So we got to school, we were talking about it all day. We were like, okay, are we just gonna do it with like a safety pin and then put an earring in our nose? Like, what are we doing? What's the plan? We talked about that. We were like, okay, we'll just like put ice on our nose, we'll put a flame to the needle, and we'll just do it. We'll just stick it through our nose. I was like, okay, sounds good. So school was over. We went back to her house, and when we got back to her house, we definitely waited a little bit. We weren't going to do it in broad daylight just in case they needed us or something, So we waited a little bit until they go to sleep, and it's nighttime, day before school, and we're like, okay, I guess it's time to do it. So we took a needle, like a sewing needle, and we put ice to our nose, and we sterilized the needle with hydrogen peroxide, and then we like put a flame to it because we thought that was fine. We thought that we could do that. So she did hers first. She started to push it through. She started it, and then she was like, can you finish it? Can you push it through for me? It hurts. I just wanted to go through. When I'm telling you how fucking hard it was to push a needle through somebody's nose, bro, you have to be so strong to do that. Like, it was crazy. I like literally had to push so hard with my fingers for the needle to go through her nose. So the needle finally went through her nose, and it went through the other side of it, and it was like touching the other side of her nose, so we were like, okay, I guess we have to angle it down now so that it'll go through. So I was pushing it up, and then I was pushing it through, and then I just pulled it through her nose. I'm making this sound so quick. This literally took us an hour. It took us an hour to each pierce each other's nose. It took an hour to pierce her nose, and it took an hour to pierce my nose. Like, these needles were like sticking just out of our nose for like an hour straight. Like, it took a while. I don't know why. It was just really, really hard to push through our noses. So she got hers in. She put this big ass freaking diamond in her nose, a big ass diamond earring in her nose. It looked so stupid, but I was like, girl, you look so cute, because at the time I was like, oh my god, we like pierced our nose, like we're doing this. So then it comes to be my turn. I was like, oh my god, I'm so ready, I'm so excited to pierce my nose, like this is so cool. And so I wanted to start because I thought at the moment if I did it, it would hurt less than somebody else doing it. But later did I figure out that it does hurt less if somebody else does it. So I started to push it through. It hurt at first, like the first layer of skin hurt. The middle layer, like the cartilage, did not really hurt going through. It's just at the end it really hurt. So I got it through the like first layer of skin, and then I told Talia to push it through, and like literally I was like, okay, give me a minute, like give me a minute, okay, go again, okay, give me a minute. Like it literally would have hurt so much less if I would have just stuck that needle through my nose. Like it would have hurt so much less. I think I have videos of us doing it in pictures actually, so I'll insert them here. 2, 3, push. Okay, it's almost there. Ready, set, pull. Ow. Oh, okay. But yeah, we were just so stupid. So we did it. We pierced our noses. I got mine in. I had a pearl in my nose that was way too big for a pearl to be in your nose. And my best friend had a diamond in her nose, which was way too big to be in her nose. And we went to school. So first and second period go by, people are like, wow, you really did it. Because like we were at school the day before hyping it up, like, oh, we're finna pierce our noses tonight, like by ourselves, like hyping it up to everybody. Which is so stupid. Like, why would we do that? There's no point in that. And everybody, like, we came to school next day and everybody's like, wow, you like actually pierced your nose. And we were like, yeah, like we actually did it. We said we were gonna do it, you know, being fucking cool. So first, second period go by. Some people notice that it's an earring. They're like, is that an earring in your nose? And I'm like, yeah, I didn't get a stud yet. Like, I'm getting one tomorrow. When I really wasn't. My mom didn't even know about this yet. By third period, passing period, me and my best friend met up in the hallways, and she had took hers out. I was like, why'd you take yours out? She was like, everybody was telling me I looked stupid, I couldn't. I was like, she was like, I just took it out, I did not want to have it in anymore. And I was like, okay, then I have to take mine out. Like, I can't have mine in. What if I look stupid? Which I fucking did. Oh my god. So I was sitting there in the hallway during passing period with her, starting to pull it out, and when I tell you, this was the worst pain I've like ever felt. It really was. Like, pulling that thing out hurt so badly. So I started to pull it out, and it was just like, I can't even explain the feeling. Like, the needle was straight, so there was like, it was all crusted around, so like pulling it through, the needle was like 10 times bigger because there was like, it was like crusted, like there was stuff around it. So I was pulling it out, and that all was coming through my nose, and it was so horrible. So I finally got it out, and just the whole day my nose hurt so bad to like move or do anything with my nose. It just hurt really badly. I want to go back to Talia's house after school also to let the hole clear up for a minute, and like, I don't know what we were thinking after we pierced our nose, what we were gonna do and how we were gonna hide it from our parents. Like, I really do not. Like, what were we gonna do? We took it out throughout the school day. We went back to her house because I wanted to give it a minute for the hole to clear up, and my mom was like, I'm coming to pick you up now. She called me and she was like, I'm gonna come pick you up in a minute. I was like, okay. And she was like, what did you guys do last night? I was like, oh, we just hung out and everything. She was like, there's nothing you want to tell me, right? And this is the moment where Addison Brown knew she fucked up. She was like, is there anything you want to tell me? And I was like, no, we were just hanging out and yeah, it was fun. And she was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, I'm sure. Literally dying inside, like, fuck, what am I gonna do? Fuck. Like, she knows. How does she know? Like, how did she figure this out? And yeah, I was like, no, I don't have anything to say. Like, and she was like, okay, I'll be there in a minute to pick you up. And it was already nighttime, by the way. So I was like, okay, I'll see you in a minute. So I got in the car, right, and I'm facing, like, the side that I pierced is facing her, so I'm like trying to cover it with my hair, like I'm trying to like go like this, and like, I don't know, I'm just moving in way weird positions to try and hide the fact that I pierced my nose last night. And so we were just driving. She was being totally normal. I thought maybe she was just asking if we did anything bad last night to just check. I don't know. I kind of forgot that she had said that. And then I was like, can we stop and get a Slurpee? Because I wanted a Slurpee. So she pulled into the gas station and we went inside. While we were standing at the checkout thing, like handing him my Slurpee and stuff, and she looks at me and she's like, that's gonna get infected, you know that, right? And I looked at her and I just looked back and I was like, I did not say anything. I swear to you, my dumb ass just like looked back and did not say anything. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, like fuck. And so we got back in the car and she was like, and I was like, so you know I pierced my nose? Like literally we were like already halfway back, like she didn't say anything else. Like I was like, so you know I pierced my nose? And she's like, yes, I know you pierced your nose. I was like, how did you figure it out? At this time I did not have my own phone, so I would always use my mom's phone to log into Snapchat and stuff like that and text my friends because my phone had broke. So with Snapchat, if you log in to your Snapchat on another person's phone, it'll log anybody out of that Snapchat account on another device. So nobody else will be able to see anything. Like they'll be logged out if you log in on another phone. So I was like, hey, can I log in on your phone real fast just to log my mom out, just in case I like saved videos and like they went to her phone and stuff. But apparently that did not work this time because it did not log my mom out, and all of the videos and pictures that I took of me and Talia piercing our nose saved onto my mom's camera roll. If I can find any more, I'll just insert pictures and videos and stuff throughout this whole video of me and my best friend piercing our noses. So, and then we were just silent for the rest of the ride home. We pulled into the driveway and she was like, she was looking at it. She already knew the damage was done. She was like, she was like, I'm gonna let you keep it. And I was like, are you serious? Like, are you serious? I get to keep this? And she was like, yes, you're gonna get to keep it. The damage is already done. You're a good kid. Like, you can keep it. And I was like, oh my god, bitch, I was so excited. I called my friend right when I got into the house. I was like, bitch, I get to keep it. Like, so my mom was like, I'll get you a normal nose ring tomorrow so that you can put it in and it won't get infected or anything. And I was like, okay. So we went and got everything that I need to clean it and every jewel that I need to put in it and stuff like that. So I did not get in trouble, and which I'm very happy about, and I got to keep it. So I guess you could say this story ended good. I was so stressed out when she was like, that's gonna get infected, you know? I was like it's like, okay, mom. Guys, that is the end of my story of when me and my best friend pierced our noses by ourselves. Fortunately, my best friend's mom never figured out because my mom never told her. And she didn't get to keep it, obviously, because her mom never figured it out. But I got to keep mine, which I was very happy about, and now I am so in love with it, and I'm never gonna take it out. I love my nose ring. Alright, that is the end. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed telling you guys this story, and hopefully I can do more story times in the future, because this was honestly really fun, and I enjoyed just sitting here and talking to you guys and telling you how fucking stupid I am. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I would really, really appreciate it. Getting to that 100 subscriber mark can be very, very difficult, and I'm currently experiencing that now, so I would really, really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!